Alright, people. You already know it's chaos. 5-game win streak over 6,000 BC. What are you gonna be, bro? The Hornets? Okay.
I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me.
This should be a little of a battle, but we will come out with the victory. It's gonna be a battle. I don't give a fuck if you don't give a fuck. Yeah, let's get it. Looking for 6 in a row. Oh, come on.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. In breaking down the game, let's take a look here at Manu Ginobili.
And I also think he might have played a little football, Steve, because he's excellent at intercepting passes. I mean, that seems to be his calling card defensively.
That's good.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Parker outside. Outside, Green. He feeds it to Leonard. Back to Green. Pulls up on the wing. The Spurs rebound. Gasol kicks to Green. Batum with the steal. Kid Gilchrist with it. Leonard picks him up. Batum attacking. And that one's good.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Parker kicks to Green. Again, the miss by Green. We've seen a quick start here for the Hornets. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Lets it go from 11. Can't get it to go. Not a fast start here for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. Parker drives in. Fast break now for Charlotte. Walker's running.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
A nice shot by Aldridge.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Here's Williams. Misses from short range. The Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Gasol passes to Aldridge. Out to Parker. On the wing, Green. Spurs passing it around. Green left side. A second chance effort. And he hits the jump shot. Green's got his first points of the game. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Steve Clifford had a few moments to share with me. He knows this won't be an easy game, especially defensively. And he talked about how difficult it is to contain shooting guard Manu Ginobili. He told me Ginobili is one of those right-brain scorers. He just sees the game just slightly differently. An angle to get by his man, or an opportunity to draw contact. And of course, he can really do it all. Drive, shoot, and pass. Kevin, Ginobili, without a doubt, one of the more well-rounded and competitive players in the entire league.
Thanks again, Doris. San Antonio making a switch here. Bairton has checked in. The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Batum dishes to Walker. And Batum kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Howard. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Parker outside. Parker left side. Urgenus. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence. Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
San Antonio trailing.
Nice try, bro.
Parker with it. He's picked up by Walker. All going up court. Rips down the breakaway slam. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Bertinus. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's for sure. He can really rise up.
I tell you, I would have preferred to see a little more resistance from the defense on that play, though, guys.
Now, here's Batum. The kick out to Williams. Again, the Hornets score.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Parker left side. Outside, Green. Feeds it to Leonard. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Charlotte calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Williams. Johnny O'Brien comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Dwight Howard's checked in for Cody Zeller. And Sessions subbed in for Michael Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. And Lamb drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Parker outside. Back to Aldridge. Parker outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Leonard the pass to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. That ties the game. And it's 6 points for T.J. Warren.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Now the dish to Zeller. Number 1. Headed by Green. That's good. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Bertinus, the pass to Leonard. Parker. Here's Bertinus. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And that's now 9 points for T.J. Warren. Howard setting the pick for Carter Williams. It's deflected. Howard dishes to Zeller. Up again. A rebound by the Spurs. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. At the end of one, a closely contested game. So far.
You gonna quit?
And off we go.
You gonna quit, faggot? Come on, quit, bruh. Quit.
Post game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
We've got Ramon Sessions, Jeremy Lamb out there with Marvin Williams. Then there's Howard, and it's Lamb in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. There's Tennis, passes to Aldridge. Just 5 to shoot. Nailed from three-point land. And that's 12 points for T.J. Warren.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Green kicks to Parker. Dishes to Aldridge. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
17 seconds.
Here's Aldridge. And it's good.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Down low. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Ginobili. And that's now 6 points for Manu Ginobili. No good from Lamb. Spurs leading by 4. Some changes for Charlotte. Williams comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Johnny O'Bryant. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Special ed, that's what you are.
San Antonio making a switch here. Aldridge kicks to Leonard. On the wing, Green. Back to Leonard. And they're moving it up. No luck. Great D that time from Green. And even 3-on-3 break. Picked his pocket. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Carter Williams dishes to Williams. He calls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. And it's 7 points for Williams.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
A 3 from Leonard. Good.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one. That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. So he's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Charlotte calls timeout.
You special ed, aren't you? You fucking special ed. Are you special ed, bro? Are you? If you're special ed, pause it. Bro, we know you're special ed, okay? We know it. It's a fact. It's happening. Fuck it.
Hornets trail by 7. Kicks to Carter Williams. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Leonard, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life. And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box. Oh! And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is. Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Green, the pass to Bertens. Back to Green. Parker outside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Aldridge dishes to Leonard. His three-pointers off the mark.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on it. Something else I think of with him is that three-point shot from the corner. I mean, that's his shot. We've certainly seen him drain a bunch of them.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Eat a fucking bitch. Fuck them.
San Antonio making a switch here. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Here's Walker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That is his first foul of the game.
It's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right on top of the other.
Time to just slow it down, make the simple play, and get a good shot.
Leonard kicks to Green. Parker outside. Leonard pass again. Walker with the rebound.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. Gay with the ball.
Where's the foul?
Zeller grabs the board. Hornets trail by 7. And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Walker. Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Gay with it, picked up by Kidd-Gilchrist. And that one's good by Gay. Gay's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
And that one's good.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. But he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Zeller. Gives him the lead pass. A shot by Batum. No good. Spurs leading by 8. He lobs it up. And it's Manu Ginobili with the finish.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A different look now for San Antonio. Ginobili's checked in, and Joel Anthony's subbed in for Dwayne Dedman. The Spurs making a switch here. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. Batum for 3. Up the line by Charlotte.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And it's Aldridge missing. Now Walker. Batum for 3. No good. That will count. No good. And we finished one half of basketball. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
What a game for Ginobili. He has 20 points and a steal. Seems like he's making everything he looks at.
Automatic, guys. It's just totally automatic.
On the court for San Antonio. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Aldridge in at the 5. And Walker backs down to the inside. It's tipped. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Parker with it. He's picked up by Walker. Parker kicks to Leonard. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 5th assist in this one. And Williams, here we go. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. For Charlotte, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. And Williams drops them both. Here's Parker. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Green passes to Aldridge. Batum with the steal. Here's Williams. Rebound by Parker.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win.
And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's his first foul. Charlotte calls timeout. Without question, Manu Ginobili displaying his skills today.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
It's so funny, I swear. When you're losing, you're doing laughing.
Changes here for the Hornets. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Williams, and it's Howard in for Kid Gilchrist. Here's Walker. Leads him in there.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
The Hornets have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And there's the call on Ginobili. That's his first foul.
14 foul.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Walker takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And you know what else, Steve? Watching him run the pick and roll is like watching poetry in motion. I mean, this guy has that basic play down pat. He's unstoppable when he runs it.
Batum attacking. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Oh, terrific work finishing a soft move like that. The finger roll.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
I really like that he didn't shy away from the contact at all. I mean, he was determined to get to the basket no matter who was offering the resistance.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Ginobili's checked in. And Joel Anthony's subbed in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hornets trail by 14. He dishes it to Howard. Pass to Batum. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Leaps for it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Aldridge slams it in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark, that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
The Hornets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half. Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Now the pass to Howard. Batum, he's covered by Leonard. And Batum kicks to Zeller. No good with the layup. Spurs leading by 14. Here's Murray. And the layup falls.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
He kicks to Zeller. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Some changes for Charlotte. Williams is checked in for Williams. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Cody Zeller. And it's Johnny O'Brien in for Dwight Howard.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
And he gets the bucket. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
San Antonio calls timeout.
They've already picked up a number of fouls here, and they're in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet, keeping their hands up, and defending without foul.
Antonio making a switch here. And the first one drops. And Kid Gilchrist drops them both. Spurs leading by 16. It's Aldridge penetrating. Aldridge double teamed. And that's a foul called on Ramon Sessions. That is his first foul of the game. And Michael Carter-Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Leonard kicks to Gay.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
Here's Murray. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Carter-Williams. Good. A nice assist for Williams. San Antonio's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Offensive rebound. Gay kicks to Murray. Gay goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And the Hornets call time here.
And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you play and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Settings work out pretty good.
And the Spurs making a change here. Hornets trail by 18. Walker with it. Now Green defending. Walker goes in. Here's Howard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
And you know, at the end of the day, Steve, you just have to respect his overall defensive acumen. I mean, it's not just one thing he does well at that end. He knows how to guard from A to Z. Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Williams. He has 15 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
On the wing, Green. Passes it to Bertens. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Walker goes in.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the ref in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for San Antonio. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Walker with it. Leonard picks him up. Walker goes in. That's good from Kid Gilchrist on the assist by Walker. 8 points for Frank Kaminsky. Here's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Hornets trail by 15. The feed to Williams. A rebound by the Spurs. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
There you go.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
And both free throws good for Green.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way. Parker
passes to Bertens. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And here at the end of the... Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Hornets. We've got Cody Zeller. Marvin Williams is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Ramon Sessions. And it's Lamb in at the shooting guard. Both free throws good from Batum.
You're going to quit? Are you going to quit?
Spurs leading by 12. He feeds it to Parker. And the layup's good off the glass.
Special. There just aren't many guys like him who can accelerate to the rim and finish.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
A foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
And the Hornets making a change here. Williams is checked in. Both free throws good from Aldridge. Hornets trail by 16. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, Jay. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Todd, you got 25. Uncle Barry, you got 17. And LA. 13.
Marvin Williams is checked in for the Hornets. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Johnny O'Brien. And so here's Charlotte. They trail by 16.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot. Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back his aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And he can't hit the second. Leonard attacking. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Batum. The Spurs making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here is Parker. Pass to Ginobili. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Way too loose with the ball there. Those turnovers are hard to swallow.
Carter Williams dishes to Kid Gilchrist. That's tipped. Kicks it to Williams. And he gets it to go from the corner. Williams has got 22 points. Parker drives in. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. First one falls for him. Spurs making a switch here. And Parker drops them both. Hornets trail by 16. Parker with the steal. Green kicks to Leonard. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Kid Gilchrist. The shot no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Spurs lead by 18.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Lays it up and banks it in. 8 points for Howard. Spurs leading by 16. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Michael Kid Gilchrist is checked in for Sessions. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Howard with the steal. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Williams passes to Kid Gilchrist. Gay comes over with a double team. Here's Howard. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they've brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Ginobili's checked in, and Joel Anthony's subbed in for Dwayne Dedman. San Antonio calls timeout.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Aldridge is checked in, and it's T.J. Warren in for Kyle Anderson. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, past the Bertans. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Hornets trail by 16. And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Deflects the pass, and stolen by Aldridge. It's Parker with the drive. Kicks it out to Leonard. It's Ginobili on the wing. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And the Hornets call time here. Without question, Manu Ginobili displaying his skills today.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Some changes here for the Hornets. Cody Zeller comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Michael Kid Gilchrist subbed in for Sessions. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
The drive by Aldridge. Here's Leonard, and he jams it with authority.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
The kick out to Walker.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Free throw good, Michael Kid Gilchrist. And both free throws good from Michael Kid Gilchrist. 1:49 left in the fourth. They set the pick. Parker dishes to Ginobili. Feeds it to Leonard. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Leonard's got 11 in the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Howard's shot is good.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
That's a blocking foul, and he'll shoot free throws. That free throw good from Ginobili. Both free throws good from Ginobili. Hornets trail by 14. Walker with it. He's picked up by Parker. Charlotte moving it around. They get it again. Here's Zeller. Soft touch off the glass.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
And that one misses.
He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're leading by 12. 1:06 left here in the fourth quarter.
You just got beat again.
Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Johnny Punk, he just timed me out.
He hits the second from the line.
Hitting around 92% of their free throws overall. You've got to love that kind of efficiency. Good volume at the line, but they're knocking them down. I mean, you make 9 out of 10, you're going to win a lot of ball games.
Parker passes to Bertens. Steps back and drains the jump shot. 36 points for Manu Ginobili.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Charlotte calls timeout. They trail by 15. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Number 1. And again, the Hornets missing.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Didn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Both free throws good from Ginobili. The Hornets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Zeller. And he knocks down the first one. Green, he's checked in for the Spurs. And so Zeller nails both of them. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard attacking. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Left side, Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 42 in the game.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game, Manu Ginobili.
We had a quiet night. Barely missed.
No, you don't. 넌 가십 소문을 말해. 난 현실과 내 꿈을 말해. 난 내 야망과 비전을 말해. 전현실처럼 내 과거에는 집착 말해. 난 박자를 타네. 내 갈 길을 가네. 운전타네.
We'll see you next.